Have you ever had that annoying, sneaky feeling of waking up? That sudden, urgent call that yanks you out of a deep sleep, right when you need to rest the most? Or even worse than that, that lingering feeling that you haven't fully emptied your bladder, even after 5 runs to the toilet. If you have, you're part of a common, painful problem for many men. It's estimated that more than 50% of men, over 50, and quite a few younger guys too, deal with some form of waking up at night to pee, nocturia, or that feeling of incomplete emptying. And by the time they hit 60, most men, about 80%, will already be showing some signs of a swollen prostate, called BPH. This slow, quiet decline is what exactly steals your energy, your confidence with your partner, and your general peace of mind. I know this is real because I've seen it every day in my clinic for 10 years. So, have you tried to get help? Have you been through the routine of taking those pills that promise you a perfect night? That medicine treatment that's meant to relax a muscle, or try to make the prostate smaller. Let's just be honest with you about this. Most of these medicines only give you temporary relief, and often, they come with a whole list of side effects that are often worse than the first problem. Things like feeling dizzy, problems with sex, and the feeling that in the long run, you aren't solving the real underlying cause. You're just simply putting a cover over the symptoms. The big drug companies have made a fortune from this pain, pumping billions into artificial fixes, but they have ignored the simplest, most powerful solution that has no side effects, the one that's waiting for you in nature's own cupboard, in the food your body is craving to heal the issue right from the root. My name is Dr. Angelica Hernandez, and in my 10 years working as a urologist, I've broken the silence on this common issue, promising to give you not just the clear, biological truth about why your prostate and bladder are letting you down, but also the easy, natural solution I'm going to share with you today. We're going to talk about how you can get back those 8 full hours of sleep, that physical strength, and the confidence you feel when your urinary system is working perfectly, like a Swiss watch. And it's all thanks to 7 amazing fruits that nature has put together just for you. The frustration you feel is totally valid. Waking up once, twice, or even 3 times at night doesn't just cut up your sleep, it also stops your body from doing its most important job of repairing hormones. Deep sleep is the time when your body fixes muscle tissue, locks in memory, and most importantly, manages your testosterone. When that process is messed up, the result is a quiet decline, less energy during the day, trouble staying focused, and over time, a clear drop in firmness and stamina. But what is the real reason most men don't know about? The main cause is a quiet, ongoing swelling, inflammation, of the prostate and a weak function of the detrusor, which is the bladder's main muscle. As time goes on, the prostate's non-cancerous growth pushes on the urethra, making it incredibly hard to get all the urine out of the bladder. This leaves a little bit of leftover urine that acts like a constant source of irritation, which leads to that very urgent and frequent need to go to the bathroom, especially at night when your nervous system is running on rest and digest mode. Your bladder is never truly empty, and your prostate is never fully relaxed. It's a bad cycle that takes away your quality of life. The answer isn't to drink less water or run to grab the next prescription pill. The answer is to give your body the right molecular structure it needs to calm inflammation, relax, and get stronger. That's where the first of our 7 amazing fruits comes in. It's a true builder for your cell walls and the top fighter against inflammation. I'm talking about the tomato, and the key ingredient is its main red color pigment, lycopene. Lycopene isn't just an antioxidant, it's a guard for your prostate cells. The pain you feel, the urgent need, and the frequency are simply signs of inflammation on a biological level. This inflammation is driven by unstable molecules called free radicals that attack and hurt prostate cells. This is what causes benign prostatic hyperplasia, or the famous BPH. The detailed way lycopene works is amazing and so important. Lycopene builds up in the cell walls of the prostate and works by neutralizing these free radicals, stopping oxidative stress, which is the spark that starts the inflammation. More specifically, lycopene adjusts cell signaling pathways inside the cell, like nuclear factor key B and NF key B, a protein that acts like a molecular switch that turns on the genes that cause inflammation. By turning off this switch, lycopene reduces the swelling in the prostate. This takes away the physical pressure on the urethra, letting the urine flow out stronger and allowing a more complete emptying of the bladder. The dangerous and most common mistake is eating raw tomato in a salad because your body can't absorb it well. Lycopene is fat-soluble and is easily destroyed by heat. To unlock the tomato's power to fight inflammation, you must eat it cooked or lightly processed, and ideally with a teaspoon of olive oil. Cooking breaks open the cell walls of the tomato, releasing the lycopene. The simple instruction is to eat the same amount as a serving of tomato paste or natural tomato sauce that has been warmed up with olive oil. At dinner, this ensures that lycopene is circulating in your blood right before you go to sleep. It's ready to do its anti-inflammatory work during the night and calm the prostate so it doesn't wake you up. It's a dose of molecular peace for your urinary system. But calming inflammation needs to go hand in hand with relaxation to increase how much your bladder can hold. That's where our second amazing fruit comes in, a treasure rich in a little-known amino acid that turns stiffness into looseness. I'm talking about watermelon. And the key player here is L-citrulline. When you think of watermelon, you think of water. But L-citrulline, which is heavily packed in its pink flesh, is a building block for L-arginine and, crucially, for nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide is a blood vessel widener that relaxes smooth muscle. And your bladder's detrusor muscle is exactly smooth muscle. The reason for your frequency and urgency is detrusor hyperactivity, which means the bladder is tightening up on its own, even when it's not full. The detailed way L-citrulline works is that it's a relaxation expert. By increasing nitric oxide levels, L-citrulline helps to relax the detrusor muscle, allowing the bladder to fill to its fullest capacity without sending false signals to the brain. This means you can hold more urine for longer, stopping the cycle of urgency. The dangerous mistake here, the one that will cancel out all your results, is to only eat the pink flesh of the watermelon. The highest amount of L-citrulline is actually found in the white part, right under the green skin. If you eat the watermelon without that white layer, you're losing 90% of what this amino acid can do. The instruction for how to eat watermelon is to eat a good portion of the pink flesh along with that white layer. The timing is just as important. Eating it as your dessert or afternoon snack allows the nitric oxide to reach its most relaxing point right before you go to bed, strengthening your bladder's ability to hold urine to fight off the nighttime call, and ensuring you empty completely. If you don't empty completely, all your previous effort is wasted. We need a third ingredient that acts as a repairer and strengthener for prostate tissue. The third of our 7 amazing fruits, a powerful structural builder, is the avocado, specifically because it's so rich in vitamin E and beta-sitosterol. Avocado is like a natural pharmacy for your urinary and sexual health. Its real power is in beta-sitosterol, a plant substance that is structurally similar to cholesterol. The detailed way beta-sitosterol works is that it targets the hormone dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is the main cause of prostate growth. Beta-sitosterol interferes with the 5-alpha reductase enzyme, which is what changes testosterone into DHT. By reducing the amount of DHT, beta-sitosterol helps to slow down prostate growth. This in turn reduces the physical squeezing on the urethra. Less squeezing means a wider channel for the flow, and therefore a stronger stream and a more complete emptying of the bladder. The dangerous mistake here is eating avocado only now and then or in too small portions. Beta-sitosterol needs a steady and moderate intake to fully work on the enzymes. The instruction for when and how to eat it is to consume half an avocado or an equal amount of healthy fat every day, preferably at breakfast or lunch. This ensures a consistent concentration in your bloodstream all day long. But this foundation of calm, capacity, and good flow is just the start. The next 4 fruits will make this solution solid and complete. providing the vitamin, hormonal, and cleansing support your body requires. The fourth fruit focuses on advanced cell protection, the pomegranate. The power of the pomegranate comes from its elagitannins and punicolagens. These plant compounds have an antioxidant power 3 times stronger than red wine and green tea. Their detailed way of working not only fights oxidative stress, but also supports apoptosis, that is, the programmed death of damaged or abnormal cells in the prostate, acting like a health supervisor for your cells. The dangerous mistake with pomegranate is drinking only processed juices that contain lots of added sugar and have lost most of their beneficial compounds because they were heated, pasteurized. The instruction for how to use it is to consume the natural juice of the pomegranate or, ideally, the seeds in the afternoon. This allows its powerful antioxidants to start their cell repair work during your sleeping hours. The fifth amazing fruit addresses the body-wide inflammation that indirectly affects your urinary system and is often caused by sugar imbalances. The apple, with its impressive amount of quercetin and soluble fiber called pectin. Quercetin is a plant compound that works as a powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic agent, helping to calm prostate tissue. Pectin helps to manage bowel movements and glucose, minimizing the spikes in insulin that cause inflammation, because inflammation in the gut often turns into inflammation in the pelvis. The dangerous mistake with the apple is to peel it, since the most concentrated amount of quercetin is found right under the skin. The instruction is to eat the apple with the skin on mid-morning. It acts like a glucose stabilizer and a gut calmer, keeping your internal environment less hostile to the prostate. The sixth element is vital for hormone balance and liver cleansing, a key step to help the body handle DHT effectively. I'm talking about prunes, which are rich in boron and fiber. Boron is a vital trace mineral that helps regulate free testosterone levels and to manage estrogen. This is essential for prostate health, since too much estrogen can be just as bad as too much DHT. Their high fiber also helps flush out toxins. The way boron works is that it supports the production of active testosterone and at the same time reduces the amount of a protein that binds to sex hormones. This means more usable testosterone is available. The dangerous mistake is eating too many, which can cause a laxative effect, or not soaking them in water. The instruction is to consume only 2 or 3 prunes soaked in warm water before bed. They work as a cleansing tonic and an overnight hormone manager. And the seventh and final element is a superfood that locks in your body's ability to absorb nutrients and helps fight against germs that can irritate the bladder. Pineapple, whose key ingredient is the enzyme bromelain. Bromelain is an enzyme that breaks down protein and has natural anti-inflammatory properties that has been shown to reduce swelling in tissues. Its action affects the whole body, which means it helps your body absorb the other nutrients by breaking down proteins, and it acts as a general anti-inflammatory that can calm any leftover irritation in the urinary tract. The dangerous mistake is eating canned pineapple, because the canning process and heat destroy bromelain. The instruction for how to use it is to consume fresh pineapple or its natural juice in the afternoon snack, boosting smooth muscle relaxation and making it easier for the body to absorb the other ingredients of the solution before night. The real magic is in the combined power of these 7 fruits. It's not just 7 separate actions, it's like a perfect orchestra for prostate and bladder health that attacks the problem from 7 different sides. The tomato is the main fighter against inflammation. The watermelon manages capacity and relaxation. The avocado is the structural and flow manager that reduces DHT. The pomegranate is the antioxidant cell protector. The apple is the glucose stabilizer and the gentle anti-inflammatory. The prunes are the hormone regulator and the liver cleanser, and the pineapple is the absorption booster and the enzyme anti-inflammatory. Together, these 7 elements stop the cycle of nighttime frustration. The prostate is calm, the bladder is relaxed, the channel is clear, and the body is fed what it needs for a full recovery, the kind of recovery that traditional medicine often misses. And the reports and real-life stories are the proof that this biological process works. A man, let's call him Javier, 58 years old, told me after just a few weeks of eating these 7 fruits in the right ways and at the right times, the following. He reported, "Doctor, before this, I would wake up 3 times every night, and the worst part was feeling like I had to go again. Right after getting back into bed, my wife thought I was turning into a coffee addict. Now I sleep 7 hours straight. The stream is stronger, and I feel totally empty. I can't believe the secret was just 7 fruits you already had in my kitchen." Another patient, 63 years old and anonymous, reported an unexpected change in his sex life. He said, "The better flow and the confidence I got from knowing my system was actually working had a huge positive effect on my energy and my firmness. I feel 20 years younger. And my wife tells me that every day." Another case is a 70-year-old patient who told me he had stopped traveling because he was afraid of not finding a bathroom. After following this guide of the 7 fruits, he sent me a photo from an airport with the message, "Goodbye to being chained to the bathrooms, doctor. Thanks to my 7 fruits." And one more story from a 45-year-old man who was dealing with nighttime peeing early. He told me, "My focus at work was non-existent. I was constantly tired. Since I started the 7 fruits, not only do I sleep, but my mental fog cleared up. It's the first time I feel like my body is actually healing and not just being covered up." These are not just random stories. They are real proof that the body's biology is working as it should. A calm, strong, and working urinary and sexual system. Controlling your bladder and your prostate isn't just a matter of physical health. It's the foundation of how you feel about yourself, your energy, and your connection with others. A man who sleeps, who feels strong, and who is in control of his body is a man who shows confidence and strength in every part of his life. You have a pharmacy in your kitchen that beats the empty promises of big companies. Your body is crying out for this simple fix. Do yourself a favor and give it the molecular support it needs to get better. If this information has felt right to you, if you've recognized the explanation of your pain, or if it has given you a tiny bit of hope for a night of full, uninterrupted sleep, I ask you to join this conversation. Hit the like button on this video so I know this message is helpful. Share it with that friend, that father, or that brother you know is suffering quietly. Leave a comment below asking about the amount or the best time to eat them, or just say, "I'm going to get my 7 fruits."